Hello, podcast listeners. We know podcasts are a great way to catch up on a program that you may have missed on KSJE, and it's provided as a free service of this radio station. But you know, KSJE is now listener-supported, and so while you enjoy this podcast, we hope that you'll also take some time to join KSJE. Become a member today. It's quite easy to do. Just go to our website at ksje.com/support and pick the level of support that best matches your budget. Thanks again for listening. Here's your podcast. Ten minutes past 8 o'clock. It is Tuesday morning, the 13th day of January 2026. Good morning, everybody. I'm Scott Michlin. Thank you for tuning in to KSJE. 90.9 FM over the air right here in San Juan County, New Mexico. In Durango, Colorado, our frequency there is 103.3 FM. And if you're listening to my voice anywhere else on the planet, you've gone to our website to tune in, ksje.com, or maybe you're listening through the new KSJE radio app. It's great to have you all with us this morning, so welcome aboard. Also, welcome to our viewers who are joining us. The video of the program streaming out live to the KSJE Facebook page and also to our YouTube channel. Coming up in the next few moments this morning, my guest this morning from the Farmington Chamber of Commerce. Jamie Church is here, of course, for her regular visit from the Farmington Chamber. Special guest this morning as well from the ARK of San Juan County, so stay tuned for that conversation. It begins in just a few moments right here on KSJE. Then later on this hour, as we do on Tuesdays, it's our Adopt a Pet Tuesday segment. That's when we check out some of the animals available for adoption from the Farmington Regional Animal Shelter. We'll be talking about some of the pets that are available this week, including Sid. That's the name of the dog you see on the screen right there, so stay tuned for that coming up at 8:50 a.m. on KSJE right here. Also, next, Mick Hess is going to be here, Roving with the Arts, of course, our long-running weekday classical music program. That is coming up at 9:06 on KSJE. For podcast listeners, you can find KSJE podcasts wherever you listen to podcasts, so check it out. Maybe subscribe for free and discover a new local program that you may have missed, or even better, and less of a hassle, just go to the KSJE radio app. You can download it to your mobile device from the App Store or Google Play, have access to our podcasts and live streaming and much, much more. Check it out and take us with you wherever you may be headed this spring and winter 2026. Outside our studios here at San Juan College, the sun is shining, but it's only about 17 degrees at the moment. We're expecting more sunshine today, but still cold. The high temperature today only 36 in Farmington. Clear skies again tonight with a low of 24. It'll be sunny again tomorrow with a high of 41 on Wednesday, 42 on Thursday, 43 on Friday, 44 on Saturday, 45 on Sunday and Monday. That is the definition of a slow warm-up for sure. Overnight lows, though, staying right around the mid-20s. Back with my guest, Jamie Church, of course, from the Farmington Chamber of Commerce, right after this on KSJE. KSJE is supported by San Juan Regional Medical Center. The caregivers of San Juan Regional Medical Center are committed to bettering the quality of life, health, and care of individuals, families, and our communities. Life is their sacred trust. Better is their mission. Here is their home. San Juan Regional Medical Center, improving the health of the Four Corners since 1910.
Now back to Studio A and the award-winning Scott Michlin morning program on KSJE.
My guest this morning, back for her first visit of the brand new spanking year, is Jamie Church from the Farmington Chamber of Commerce. Good morning. Happy New Year to you.
Good morning and Happy New Year.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
And now you're committed for the rest of the year. You know that, right?
I
You
know.
show up in January
I know.
and you're here.
Well,
so
yeah.
it's automatic.
And I guess I'm still realizing it is January.
Right? Yes, it
I
is.
think I'm still back in 2025, but
Right.
it's not. It's
No,
2026.
things are moving.
Yeah, things are
and
moving
you should
right
know more
along.
than any of us
I
that things are
do.
moving because you've been moving a lot, and with all the activities and things that you have going on.
Yep.
New website with the
Yes.
Chamber of Commerce that's
Yes.
been launched, and the other events that you've got going on. You brought a guest with you that we'll talk about in just a moment as well. We'll introduce her in a
Yes.
moment.
Yep.
But first of all, some other chamber events that are happening, right?
Yes, and thanks for mentioning the new website. We really do want people to go check it out. It's the same web address, so it's gofarmington.com, but
Right.
just new and improved and updated, and the colors match our brand. And what's really cool about it as well is the online membership or the member directory or business directory. So if you're looking for a particular business and you know just one part of the name, or you're looking for a particular, kind of an industry,
Radio
I think
station.
the search radio station.
Just saying.
So what you should do is go and check out the website and then look for KSJE, and you'll see what pops up. And it's just, it enables our chamber members to go on and add their logo, and also to manage their own listing. Once they've created access to it, they can go in and manage. Let's say they move and they can change that address instead of
Sure.
letting us know. Sometimes we forget to do that. So it just gives them more ability to add if they've got a new service they're doing or a new product. They can put that in their description. So it gives our members a lot more control over their listing. But very excited about it. We also converted to this whole new client management system, our clients being our chamber members. And I think overall it's gone very smoothly. So the conversion is done. We're still learning how to use it, but yeah, it's great.
Okay.
So we're excited.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Looking forward to using more of the member tools that are
Yes.
available to
Yes.
chamber members. And I think for residents and visitors and others maybe new to the community, it'll be a great resource for them too.
Yeah, I think so. And we are making some, we're converting some other things like using the new system for the newsletter. So we're still learning how to do some of that, but we'll be slowly over time getting all that up to speed and keeping our members informed on what's going on.
Okay,
So,
very
yeah,
good. So
it's
like
very
we say in
exciting.
this business, stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
That's what
my
you say.
favorite. Or you heard it here first. I love to do that
Well,
on the
okay.
show. Oh yeah, I want to announce something. You heard it here
Right.
first on KSJ.
There you go. Well, we always love that. So thank
Yeah,
you for
you bet.
bringing those to us
You
as
bet.
well. The other big thing you're getting ready for is the chamber banquet, the annual
Yes.
banquet. You I think just last week, revealed the restaurants that have been chosen to take part in the Best of Farmington theme, right?
Yes. So this is a fun way that we do the food for our banquet, is instead of having one restaurant, we reach out to a number of chamber member restaurants and ask them if they'd like to participate. So it's like a taste of event. So we have different restaurants set up at the Civic Center, and you go from restaurant to restaurant, and they all have 3 to 4 appetizers. And so you can sort of choose what you'd like, or you can try them all.
Or graze through it all.
Go
like
through
some
it all,
people.
and so it's really exciting. But our restaurants this year, we have some returning, and then we have some new. So our returning restaurants are, I didn't write it down, so I hope I have it right. Chili Pod,
Right.
Clancy's, Nutrimeals, and then Tara with the bake shop at Artifacts will be doing the desserts again.
Right.
Then we have a new restaurant coming on, and that is the San Juan Country Club, which I'm very excited about because they do have a wonderful chef there. So the San Juan Country Club, and then we also have Bella Flora this year. So Bella Flora Cafe just joined the chamber, but they are going to be doing these really neat little charcuterie cups that will be at every place setting when you get there.
Okay.
So really happy to welcome them and have the San Juan Country Club too. So
Yeah.
it's a really fun event.
A nice
And-
mix of food
Yes,
too, I
it
think,
is.
right? Different types of food
absolutely.
and appetizers, as
Yeah.
you said. So that's great.
Yeah.
And so tickets are still available?
Tickets are still available, but they're selling really quickly.
Yeah.
So the best way to get a ticket is go to our new website. And we want people to utilize that website just so we can make sure everything's working smoothly. But if you go to events, right on the homepage, you'll see events. You'll see the Best of Farmington Banquet. You click on that, and it'll take you right to where you can buy either an individual ticket or you can buy a table of 10. So that way you can pay for it right then. You're not having to wait for an invoice from us. And we are then getting daily updates on how many tickets and tables have been sold.
Right.
So we know when we're ready to cut things off, and that will be coming up pretty soon.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Because this event sells out, does
Yes.
it not? So
Yep.
I would say if you're thinking about going or wanting to go,
Yes.
buy your tickets or table sooner than later.
Yes. And we do have live music again this year. The band will be after midnight again. And then we do award the Business of the Year, Citizen, and now Nonprofit Organization of the Year. So those nominations closed December 31st, and we got a lot of nominations.
Nice.
So our executive committee makes the decision on that. I really have nothing to do with it. They meet, and they're going to start meeting next week, and they're going to look at the nominations, and then they're going to make their decisions. So very excited to make those awards, and we had great nominations this year. So very exciting.
Always cool to see and to recognize the winners in all these different categories, and to be there, and hopefully there's a lot of maybe sneakiness that goes around before the award to make sure the winner is there.
We do try to get everybody there, so there's some sneakiness as much as possible. The other thing that we started doing last year that we're doing again this year is a way to have some volunteers there from some different youth organizations. So this year, our volunteers that are helping us set up and get the event going through the night will be the San Juan College High School. So I'm excited about that.
Good.
So they have some different clubs through San Juan College High School that do things, and so they will be our volunteers. And then Patrick and Rita Manchester very nicely donated again this year a Yeti cooler, and that will be filled with all sorts of...
Do they own stock in Yeti coolers?
I think they might. Okay. I think they might.
It just seems like they have an awful lot of them.
Well, that's their thing.
We love the product. It's a great product.
And it's fun, and they come in such fun colors,
and they're very generous people.
Yes. So we fill the Yeti with all sorts of fun things, and then at check-in, you can buy a ticket. They're $5 a piece, and all of that money goes to the club, the service organization, the youth. So again, it'll go to San Juan College High School, to one of their clubs, and so you're buying a ticket to win that Yeti and everything in it. So that's something else that we do. So thank you, Patrick and Rita, for, again, donating the Yeti.
Exactly, and paying it forward to these student clubs, right?
Yeah.
So that's great. And they're helping out as well, and they do a great job of keeping drinks filled and water filled and clearing plates and things like that.
And it's a great opportunity for them to maybe practice their networking skills a little bit as people walk in and, they're buying the ticket or just meeting some of these business leaders, community leaders. So I think it's a great opportunity.
Exactly.
And I love doing that. I love giving back in that way.
Yes, very true. So again, for our radio audience, just to fill in a little bit of the details, it is the annual Best of Farmington Chamber Banquet on Friday, January 30th.
Correct.
At the Farmington Civic Center. And again, you'll be awarding the Business, Citizen, and Nonprofit of the Year, 6 to 10 p.m.
Yes.
Tickets are available for $100 per person, or you can get a table for $10 for $1,000. And again, the proceeds benefit the Farmington Chamber of Commerce.
That's right. And the attire, I get a lot. That's the biggest question. What should we wear?
Right.
Is there a theme? The theme is just Best of Farmington. We just say dress your best. So
dress your best.
This is not a formal, you don't have to come in black tie or a formal gown. Just dress your best, whatever that means to you. It is a banquet, so, but if you like the whole fancy cowboy thing, you can dress that way.
Right.
If you want to do evening cocktail attire, that's fine. So
it's a night out.
If you still have your Christmas sweater and you want to get one more wear out of it.
Okay. You'd allow it?
You can, sure.
Okay.
If that's your best, that's fine. But yeah, that's the attire.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. Very open to interpretation
is
what I hear.
Yes, open to your interpretation.
Very good. The other event that we wanted to ask you about, too, is the first business after hours of the new year, which is coming up in early February.
Correct. Yes, and we timed this just to coincide with Valentine's, or at least coming close to Valentine's. So it will be at Garcia and Company Jewelers, and it will start at 5 p.m. And this is our new year, and we do have a new thing we're starting with our business after hours. You heard it here first.
Oh, I love it.
I haven't even announced it to anybody else yet.
Really?
Yeah.
This is it
right now.
Wow.
Everyone
okay.
listen.
Drum roll, please.
Yes. So we are increasing the entry price to get into business after hours from $5 to $10, and a business card. Okay. However, at the end of the evening, when we draw the business card for them to win, you're winning, it's a 50-50 every time. So now there will be more prize money for whoever wins the money at the end of the night.
Right.
We used to do, it was $5 to get in, and we took $1 of that $5 and we put it in the bowl. Well, now we've really just thought, let's go ahead and just make it a little easier. Let's always do a 50-50. And so the price to come in has increased, but there's always, I talked to Mark Garcia yesterday, and he has some great plans for food and drinks.
Okay.
And so you're definitely going to get your $10 worth out of this.
Could there maybe be some giveaways?
I think there might be some giveaways, and he's going to have, it's going to be really fun. So,
nice.
But that is the new news. We have increased the entry fee for business after hours. But yeah, always will be a 50-50. So it'll be fun.
Okay, very good. Again, that's Thursday, February the 5th, 5 p.m. Garcia and Company Jewelers there on East Main, 4540 East Main Street.
Correct.
In
Very good.
Farmington. So there
Yes.
you are. All
It'll be
right.
fun.
Excellent. Very good. Well, I think now is the time to introduce your guest.
I think so, too.
Who you have brought with you this morning to talk to us about an event going on with their organization.
Yes.
Melissa Wilkins is here from the ARK of San Juan County. Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning. Thank
to KSJE.
you.
It's great to have you here as well. And the ARK does so many cool things in the community, and of course operates the thrift store downtown, and that's always really busy. Whenever I drive by there, there's cars and people coming in and out. So it's great to have you here to talk
Thank you
about
so much.
your event that's coming up too. So what have you got planned?
So we have a Kindness Counts Valentine's Bingo and Raffle Day, February the 14th, and it's going to be held at Sycamore.
Okay.
So if you don't know where Sycamore is, it's actually very simple. It's 1051 Sycamore Street, Farmington.
Right.
And
kind of south of
we-
Murray, down on that part of town.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we collaborate quite a bit with them. We
Sure.
have art classes there and really cool life skill classes and everything for individuals with disabilities.
Right.
And this year we're doing a big, huge fun event for Valentine's, and it's going to be a big bingo event from 1 to 4. And we're going to have prizes. We lovingly got a Yeti cooler as well donated.
They're very popular.
by Red.
They're very popular.
It's going to have a lot of fun goodies inside, and that's a raffle that we are raffling off, and you can purchase that ahead of time at the store, 200 West Broadway.
Nice.
They're $5 each. And we're also asking if you would like to sponsor an individual with disability, the family or a caretaker. You can purchase bingo cards ahead of time so they can play leisurely at their will. But
Nice.
you can also come, it's welcome to the public, so we can get the community involved all together. It's $1 per page or $10 for a book, and you can come play. All of our board members are baking goodies, and these ladies can bake.
Nice.
So we're having tons of prizes and goodies and just a good time.
Very good. And this is during the afternoon,
Yes.
basically, right?
1 to 4 at Sycamore, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And again, folks can sign up and join you and raise money, and it all goes to support the ARK of San Juan County.
Absolutely. All of our art programs and our life skill classes for the ARK Academy.
Very good. Remind us a little bit about more of what the ARK does, too, if you wouldn't mind, because
Yeah.
I know, like I said, you do a lot. The thrift store is maybe just one thing that people know about, but there's so much more.
Yeah, we're so much more than a thrift store. So as far as the store part goes, we do have a wonderful program. It's our voucher program. And we do give vouchers out to so many people in the community, the Path, Navajo Ministries. I could go on and on, mental wellness, the whole 9 yards. There's over 35 people that we do give out. And then people who just come in that need help and assistance.
Right.
So we help with that as far as the thrift store goes, and what's what the community helps donate everything to us for. But behind the scenes, what we raise money for is that we do work skill for our individuals. We call them our ambassadors. And we provide work skill. We help with Farmington municipal schools, have them come in, learn some skills, some whatever they can and will do with their ability. And we hire 40% of my staff has some sort of disability in that department, in that regards. And then with our mission part, every week we do art classes at Sycamore every Thursday. And then once a month we have ARK Academy classes, which we bring in teachers and all that good stuff, fun stuff, and do life skill classes every single month.
Nice.
Yeah, so we have community involvement and getting people going and doing different things.
Yeah, very awesome. And again, with the store, I know you rely on the donations from the community, and so that's another big important part of that, right? To be able to keep getting those donations and to be able to put them out and sell them for revenue for the program.
Absolutely, yes. We need them desperately. And
Right.
the community is actually the most amazing thing in the world. They step up and they give so much, and we are so blessed.
Very good. Is there a specific type of donation that you can always use, or I know you sell almost everything?
Almost everything, yes.
Right.
So
Yeah.
if you think it's sellable and we can put it on the floor, we will take it. We also help quite a bit. So if you have blankets and dog stuff and everything too, we don't just sell it for us. We actually give quite a bit to a lot of different organizations. So we help the animal shelters. We are combined with a couple of nonprofit dog rescues on the reservation that we give a lot of blankets to and dog toys and all that kind of stuff. And we also kind of help any way we can. Child Haven, we give there
Right.
too, so toys and the whole 9 yards. So it's kind of a mishmash of helping everyone out and synergizing with all other nonprofits.
Yeah, that's wonderful. And I recall a few years ago maybe when you were able to do some recycling of like fabric and things like that. Is that still something you have a connection with and a relationship with those organizations?
Yes. So a lot of the stuff that we get donated doesn't quite make it worthy for the store. So we do have a huge recycling every quarter. We bag up about 32,000 tons of textiles, and it does go to a beautiful place in Texas where they sort it, and they either do recycling of it, they ground up the shoes for AstroTurf,
Wow.
and they send it to different places that can be reused and recycled, so it saves our landfill a ton.
Nice.
So yeah, we're able to do that as well for our environment.
That's great. And I always like to talk about that because I think it's such a cool thing, because a lot of folks may have old clothes or whatever, and maybe they're just worn out or missing buttons or got rips, and there's still life in them if they can recycle them into these other things that you talk about, or even the old shoes too, which
Absolutely.
is always cool to know. So another great community partner, Jamie Church.
Yes, I know. In fact, right now at my house, I have a big box that I am putting things in so I can get down.
Right.
Because I did like everybody, January, and you're just like, oh, I just got to clean out. And surprising how much stuff I have. But that, I'm going through my things right now, and we'll be taking those items down to the ARK. So,
See?
yeah, so when you have things, definitely think about sort of these local thrift stores like the ARK and what they're doing and kind of what their mission is. So I think it's really great. So I was excited to have them on the show today and talk about some of that.
Very much so. And Melissa, I know that there are certain times that you will accept donations, and so can you remind us a little bit again about when those are, because you just can't show up and just drop things off.
Yes.
You'd like to have someone receive them so they can be just brought into the building, basically, I think, too, right?
Yes, absolutely. We do have a small issue, as most donations do, of getting vandalized or just kind of thrown about, and so the integrity of the donations are so important.
Right.
We're open 12 to 5 Monday through Saturday, and we are happy to help you unload. You don't even have to get out of your car.
That's when you can drop off a donation.
Yeah,
12 to
exactly.
5.
Ring a bell, and then we're ready to go. So
Right.
that's a beautiful thing, especially in winter.
Exactly. Very true. But I know that's really important, so I appreciate you
Yes.
mentioning that as well.
Thank
And
you.
so that's great. But just again, to recap your event too, the Valentine's Day Bingo and Yeti Cooler raffle happening at the Sycamore Park Community Center there. And that'll be taking place. And again, you just need to show up. Don't need to reserve anything or buy a ticket, or just show up.
Just show up. We'll be ready to go and help you
Okay.
in any way.
Very good. Valentine's Day, February 14th, 1 to 4 p.m. Gosh, it'll be here before we know it.
I know.
say that every time, don't I?
know.
Yeah.
I know.
So.
And we actually have this information. We have this flyer in our chamber newsletter as well.
Nice.
So if you scroll down in our newsletter to community events, we do have that in there. And so if you are listening today and you're like, well, I remember chamber, and I remember ARK, and I remember Yeti Cooler. Just
Right.
a lot of Yeti conversation today. But we do have it in there too.
Okay.
So,
All right. Very good.
Thanks.
Yeti Corporation, if you're listening, you can always support KSJE for all the free plugs you're getting. Just send us
True.
inquire, and we'll work out a deal with you. But there you go. So perfect. Also, thank you for coming in, Melissa
Thank
Wilkins.
you
We
so
always
much. It's such a
appreciate the
pleasure.
ARK of San Juan County. So it's a great organization. Before we run out of time, I want to come back to Jamie Church though and ask you a little bit about the legislature and the
Yes.
30-day session that will be starting soon. Of course, the chamber is a big advocate for businesses, large and
Yes.
small, and there are always issues that you're watching and keeping tabs on. What's on your radar this year?
Well, we just had our legislative send-off breakfast in December. On December 18th, we partnered with Four Corners
Just talked with Tim
Economic
Gibbs about that.
Development.
Yeah, he was
I know,
talking highly
I
about
heard,
that.
Yes. So anyway, we just had that breakfast. The bills, it's the 30-day.
Right.
The bills that we've watched in the past aren't necessarily going to be coming up as far as we know. We have not seen anything on paid family medical leave this time. I think they've maybe decided they need to really rework that. So we're not seeing anything yet. And also minimum wage. I've heard yes, it's going to be introduced, and I've heard no, it's not. So I'm still waiting on that. But I will be leaving for Santa Fe the end of January, and I will be meeting with the chamber directors from all of the state. We're having a lunch on the Monday. And so we can talk with other chambers in New Mexico about what issues they're facing, what do they see coming that we need to be aware of. And then we have the legislative reception on that Monday evening. And then we have Business Day in Santa Fe on the Tuesday morning. And that is a business breakfast that many of the chambers as well as economic development centers attend. So we have some good networking. And usually the governor does attend that. And also Rob Black with New Mexico, with the Economic Development Department for New Mexico. We'll probably be there. So, there's a lot that will be happening, even though it's a 30-day session. But again, our mission at the Chamber is to focus on those bills and legislative issues that have to do with business. So even though we know there's all other things going on,
Sure.
we really focus on those business-related issues and things that we feel it's important for our chamber members to know. And then they know where to go to give their input. Either way, but at least they know who's the committee chair, who's the committee that, where has it been introduced. We track it so we know, and then we share that information so
Sure.
our members can get involved.
Right, very important. And
Yes.
when there's a vote maybe in a committee, that would be important for maybe
Yes.
folks to know whether they love the bill or hate the bill
Yes.
or don't know enough about the bill.
Right. And if it's really important to you, what I've learned over the last few years from attending legislative stuff and talking to our own elected officials is, while it is so easy to just do the form letter and send it, what really has more impact is a phone call or an individual email that you write yourself, or even a written letter that you do yourself. That does tend to rise to the top as far as what they're looking at, because they get so many emails. And when there's a big issue and they're getting thousands and thousands, but it's kind of all the same email.
Right.
If you can just make that phone call and leave a message, or sometimes you get their aide and you can talk to their aide, or there's options to do public comment. So sometimes it's in person, or sometimes it's a Zoom where you can actually, there'll be a link and you can zoom in, and then there's time for public comment. So if there's that issue out there, whatever it is that's really important, those are the ways to get involved.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And that is interesting because Tim Gibbs mentioned that as well, that the lawmakers,
Yes.
while they appreciate hearing from their constituents, when they get 1,000
Yes.
form emails that all say the same thing, it doesn't maybe have the same impact as an individual message or a phone
Correct.
call, as you say, or an actual letter,
A letter.
on paper.
Right.
Shows up in their office. And so
Yes.
that's really important to know, because I think a lot of folks
It is.
maybe just hit the copy
Yes.
paste and send it and think that they've done their
Right.
their thing, and it's fine. But for more impact, this is what you're saying.
Right, is go back old school and make
Yeah.
a phone call
Who
or
knew?
do a letter. Yeah, who
Yeah.
knew? And I understand, because I'm busy too, and I
Right.
get those, and it is easy to just click the link and say, put my name and the Farmington Chamber and send it off.
Mm-hmm.
But it really, again, I think it has more impact, and it will be looked at if we kind of go the other route. So yeah, Tim is
Right.
exactly right, and that's something we've heard at our legislative breakfast over and over. And there's so many bills that get introduced, the numbers in the thousands, and especially in the 60-day session.
True.
But it's a lot, and they can't possibly read every word of every bill. That's why they depend on aides and things like that. But it's an important time of year to be paying attention to these things, and we'll share what we know when we know it.
Okay,
Yeah.
very good. With another reason to follow the Farmington Chamber of
Yes.
Commerce on social media and
Yes.
stay connected so that you can get alerted to these things that you find out about.
Correct.
Because you're in Santa Fe and you're kind of
Right.
watching these things. So
Right.
That's
And
important.
we have a good contingent of redcoats attending. We have 25 coming this year. So they're mostly redcoats that are our ambassador group, but then also some of our board members. I'm very excited this year because we're bringing Aztec Chamber along with us and some of their board members. This
Nice.
will be their first year attending. So they're going to kind of pal around with us and hang out at our vendor booth and go around the Capitol with us and kind of just get a feel for what this whole thing is. And then, so I'm very excited to have Aztec. And then Bloomfield Chamber always attends as well, so they will be joining us. So we have a great San Juan County contingent coming to represent business here in San Juan County.
Very good. Well, good luck with all that.
Thanks.
Enjoy Santa Fe.
Thanks.
I know you do.
It's
And dealing with the politicians, which maybe isn't one of your favorite things.
No, it's
but,
fine. They're all great.
Okay, there you go. Very good.
And then we come back, and
Yeah.
then we have 3 days, and then there's a banquet.
And then you have a banquet.
Yes,
there you
you go.
See, so there's that. So
There's that.
Let us recap, if you don't mind, before we go, with the events that we've talked about today. And
Yes.
since we're about out of time, but again, it is the Valentine's Day Bingo and Yeti Cooler raffle for the ARK of San Juan County coming up on Valentine's Day. That'll be February 14th. 2026, and so check that out from 1 to 4 p.m. The business after hours on February the 5th at Garcia and Company Jewelers. Again, the price is now $10.
$10.
But that'll get you in the door, and there'll be a 50-50 raffle
Yes.
at the end of the
Yes.
evening, and so you could walk away with
depending on how many people come. It all depends on how many people come.
You never know.
You never know.
But there you go with that. And then, of course, the Chamber Banquet. Tickets going fast for that on January 30th, Friday, at the Farmington Civic Center. And again, you can go to the website, gofarmington.com, to buy your ticket.
Yes. And if you have any issues buying the ticket online, please let us know right away. But so far, everybody's been able to get their table or their ticket very easily through the website. Yep. It's working great.
There you go. Well, congratulations again.
You.
Melissa Wilkins from the ARK of San Juan County. Thank you again for joining us.
Much.
Always appreciate it. Jamie, thank you for inviting Melissa.
Absolutely.
And thank you for being here. And we'll see you next month.
Yeah, we'll see you next month.
Okay. There you go. My guest this morning here on KSJE. Did you enjoy that podcast? We hope that you did. And if you did, share it with your friends. And if you really want to keep podcasts like this coming, please support KSJE. You can do it easily online at ksje.com.